Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal, Mr. Butter. I'm coming at you from the edge of the forest. I was going to do the review where I usually do on my porch. I think the sun is actually too bright down there. And not to mention it's 90 degrees today. A couple of days ago, it was in the 50s for the high. And right now it's like 90 degrees and humid. But I'm not complaining. Hear the cicadas singing like crazy. Here, let me show you something real quick. So I don't know if this is happening everywhere, but all through the woods and all through my yard, you can see all these little holes. And it's where the cicadas are crawling out of. There's one right by that rock. But it's where the cicadas are crawling out of, and then they just start singing like crazy, which is what you hear now. It sounds like a weed whacker with too much line out, and you're going full throttle on it. Stuff like this I think is neat. Are you all hearing them where you're at? Let me know. Do you have locusts or cicadas? I don't know what everybody calls them. I guess they come every 17 years or something, but man, they are hitting this area in full effect. Alright, but I ain't a bug guy, I'm a shoe guy, so let me try to stay on topic. I got a pair of shoes. These things are just jam-packed with nostalgia. The last time I looked at a version of this shoe, I liked it because I liked what it reminded me of, you know, being a kid, late 80s, early 90s. It wasn't done as well as what it could have been. But anyhow, we'll talk more about that. Before we get into the kicks, if this is your first time here, then welcome. Welcome to wild and wonderful West Virginia. Bread and Butter is a new channel, but we're growing pretty quick. So if you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Also, if you enjoy this review, then please feel free to give me a thumbs up. That'll help other people see it, which will help my channel grow faster. But anyhow, I think the cicadas are trying to tell me to get to the kicks. So I hope the lighting is decent. Like I said, the sun is directly hitting my porch right now, and it's also just way too hot in the sunlight, so I'm really hoping the picture comes through well. But let me know if you approve, if you don't approve, whatever. This is a new channel, so I'm sorry, I'm just yapping today. But this is a new channel, and I'm trying to make it better all the time. So if you like what you see, if you don't like what you see, just leave a comment, let me know, and you know, I don't mind constructive criticism. The box is just already giving you that early 1990 vibe. I forget when the pumps originally came out. That's a good question from my buddy Liam. I'll link his channel down in the description, but if you're into pumps and actual legit OG shoes, then head over to Liam's channel. He's a wealth of knowledge and just has a lot of awesome material. But it looks like an old school pump box. We got some plain white paper. And then we've got a dope shoe. So, retro nostalgia. Anybody around my age recognizes these shoes. And sure, there might be differences here and there. I know one thing for me that I actually notice is the hexalite is different. However, I appreciate how close these shoes are. And this bright orange, that for me, just, it's perfect. Like I said, Liam would have all the details. I don't know if this is like an exact replica of a shoe that has dropped before. I think this is one of the old school color schemes. I don't have a ton of information on the pumps. I just know when I was a kid, I wanted these shoes so bad. I got a lot of Reebok black tops as a kid, but this was the crown jewel in my opinion. And this, we're talking too, when these were real big, this is when Reebok was real big, you know? That orange is just glowing off of there. So here we have it. It looks like, so the sticker for these reads Pump Omni Zone 2. This is a US 10. I did a review of the D Brown Omni Zone shoes, and I like them because of the nostalgia of that slam dunk contest and all that, but I actually ended up passing those shoes along because they just weren't done well. The pumps didn't work, and just the material didn't seem like it was what it should be. But these, it doesn't take looking at them long to see that the materials on these are really, really high end. This leather has a real nice ripple to it. I wouldn't say that it's tumbled, but it does. It's just got a nice, in areas where you'll see a lot in shoes, it's just got nice little ripples in it. And the way it wrinkles, that nice feeling white leather is wrapped around the whole shoe. Even the color of the leather on the shoe against the bright white laces, and the stitching looks bright white compared to the leather, but it gives them a retro vibe because they almost already have a little bit of an aged white look. But this leather feels soft, and the material is so nice, and I prefer lighter colored shoes. I don't know why, but I just always have. So this is one that I'm keeping, and I'm going to be wearing it a good bit. It's got the classic Reebok pump outsole, and like I said before, that hexalite is different now than what it used to be, but you can see it's at black, white. All this herringbone pattern is a white color, and then you have this neon orange. And then the midsole is just a mix of, this is almost like off-white, and then the front looks more bright white. So I don't know if that was intentional, but I like the way it came out. And then you'll see little hits of black as well. But then straight up from that, it's just nothing but nice leather. And I like the shape of it. Even though these are chunky, I feel like these somehow look sleek. But you have this netting on the tongue, and some black and bright orange fluorescent hits, hard plastic. And then some netting up around the collar. And I really like the stitching and the branding there. It's just very, very clean looking all the way around. And then I like the stitching on the tongue, and of course